the office there at the store. So looking at it over the years, what has it meant to you to make that connection back with the college?
I think it's just a symbol of the journey of our store and the community, because it's synonymous with, Greg Smith, who was so important for the community.
Your father.
But, yeah, my father, yes. Previous owner of Mitchell Hardware, my father. It's kind of synonymous when you think of a business, someone built that business. So, I think it was just so meaningful, because when you look at other winners of that, or recipients, like you said, they're in line with Moen and all these big companies. And so the idea of having that woven fabric of like partnerships in town is so important. I'll use Theresa Lee, shout out to someone who's really involved in nonprofits. Like, she uses the word partnership constantly, because the whole point of this is connecting big business and small business, and then people who might not be connected to businesses in town. It's just getting everyone together in one room saying, this person has been so important. You might not know who they are, maybe they're big, maybe they're small, but they have done so much that you're not even aware of, So when someone like Dad got this award, I'll never forget his speech, because he just, he poured everything into that, but it really was just about... Sorry. Oh, yeah, there he is. It was, it wasn't only about, it's not about him. It was about the store and how he used the store as a tool in the community. That's how his outreach happened. And then from there, he became, a board member of the chamber and the college, and like so many things. And just those partnerships are shown, through that award. So it's just really such a cool thing.
Well, I love the fact that you and your sister continue that legacy and kept the store open and allow families and couples that was, that's a Saturday morning, or I'm going to go get my seed, or I've got to go get a birthday present or something like that. And when you talk about the popcorn and, the candles, just all those fun things, I love the back room, I got to go get my Valentine flag, things like that. So the fact that my girls were raised going there, we bought our first sled from your dad, and I don't think it was a real sled. I think it was one of those plastic discs.
Heck yeah.
And
that's all you need in New Bern.
But it was that winter that, of course, we were going to have Snowmageddon, and then we had nothing. So, I'm like, the first Dutch oven, the Lodge that I bought, your dad taught me about cast iron, and, it's just really cool. So, but I appreciate you guys continuing that.
And it's also a great opportunity. It sort of opens up that door, like you said, of letting other people know what you're able to do in the community and connect with others. And they may have not been to Mitchell before, and they go in there, and then they see how the staff treats them. They see how you treat the sidewalk that's in front of the store. They see how when you go in there, everybody on your team is willing to help them and not only be helpful to the customers that are inside, but being engaged with the community outside.
Oh, yeah.
And people may not know that work is being done until they actually go into your store and see that, And I think all of us at the table have been in the store and seen you do that work.
Yeah.
Right?
There's two things. I've said this, I had a family member that said this, but it said people won't always remember what you say, but they'll always remember how they made you feel, or you'll always remember how they made you feel. And it's a feeling. I tell every new hire, my sister and I both, Winnie, who can't be here today, she's so sorry. But we say to everyone when, we're interviewing, we're like, this is the most important thing you could possibly know. Everyone can shop online. I said they're coming here for an experience.
It's true.
And I was like, I still shop online, everyone does it. But when you're coming downtown, whether you need, a screw for something, just one screw, or if you want that special gift, I was like, they're coming because they want to be there. And so you have to make that experience special. And Dad understood that. And he never once taught me that with words, He just taught that by action, We grew up in the store since we sat on the counters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And although we both moved away, which is really great because we kind of grew separately and then came back and realized that we're ready for this, and that everything we learned is just so perfect now. But he taught by just doing. And he didn't just teach us, his daughters, he taught the community, which is why he, was able to receive something like that. So it's just pretty special. It all comes together.
And, and Charles, when we talk about these wonderful qualities of Greg, that, it's an opportunity to have people to think about who they want to nominate.
Oh, yeah.
And having those same kind of qualities. And when it's not just the business, but it's the person behind there. It's the business behind the person and the person behind the business, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be both. So, I mean, and the educator. So that, again, I think this is a great time to kick that off and talk about it. Can you tell, talked about a little bit about some of the fundraising. So can you, we want people to nominate, and we're going to send that information, but what else can they do to get involved with this?
Well, if you have a business or as an individual, you'd like to be a sponsor of the Community Fabric Awards, then we have certainly the opportunity for you to make a financial donation. Again, the sponsorships are what drives the income from the event, and this is a great opportunity to recognize those educators, the individuals, and the businesses. But at the same time, there's a great cause that's coming out of this, and that is supporting the students here at Craven Community College. And I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole, but I talk to people in the community all the time, and I tell them that it's hard to imagine just how financially fragile the students are here. Just yesterday, I went to Walmart, and I bought a pair of shoes for a student. It was a student. Now it was a little. It wasn't just a pair of sneakers. They actually had to have steel toe shoes because the courses they were taking required that they have steel toed shoes. And this student, it was I won't get into the story, but it was just a really sad story. That it was a student that was 18 years old and living on his own. Without any support or with minimal support, and needed the shoes for the class. So we went and picked up a pair of steel-toe shoes. The student that their car is needing maybe $100 or $200 worth of repair to get it running and can't make it to class because of that. I mean, it's just there's people right on the edge, so many that are on the edge that the foundation is out there working to help. And yes, the Community Fabric Awards is a great event. And by the way, if you've never attended the Community Fabric Awards, Lindsay, you've been there as a business owner. When you sit in that room, it's like 500 plus of a who's who of Craven County that's in there.
And it's fun. It's like old home week. You know, it's like coming home.
Right. So it's a
people
great way.
The
hardest part is getting the event started. Right. Everybody's walking around and socializing and talking.
And we do. It will be an hour and a half event. It's going. The event is scheduled for April the 25th. It's Tuesday. It's a lunchtime event. And we are always very mindful and respectful of people's time. And it will be a 90-minute event. We get it cranked up at noon, and you're out of there at 1:30. We're not going to keep you hostage
unless you want to stay and chat.
If some people, if you want to chat, but it's over. The event is over with at 1:30.
So you can get back to business.
Right, and I wanted to bring back kind of full circle where I was talking about the funding. We have certain amounts that people can sponsor at, and as those businesses we were talking about, with those crowds that are there, if you want to get your name in front of those individuals, kind of that who's who of Craven County, it's a great way to do that because we've got displays with the sponsors that are going throughout the event. And we've got a sponsorship amount that would fit your needs. If you'd like to give us $1 million, we can certainly accept that. But we scale that back. You could become a bronze sponsor for $250. You could become a friend of the Community Fabric Awards for $100, and we'll have some individual ticket sales if you just want to kind of show up, but they may not get the sponsorship. So if anyone is interested in being a sponsor of the Community Fabric Awards, reach out to the foundation. Here's the easy way to either get your nomination started or to get your sponsorship. Just go into Dr. Google and type in Craven Community College, and then you'll find the Craven Community College website, which is cravencc.edu. When you go to that, you're going to see the search screen. Go to the search screen and just type in 3 letters, CFA for Community Fabric Awards. If you type in CFA, it's going to bring you right up to your nominations, and you can go to that page and you can see how to become a sponsor. You can do your nominations. All of that will be right there on that page. So that's an easy way to get there. And it's really painless, and the application process is not onerous. And one of the things I also encourage with people that are doing nominations is to get letters of support from individuals in the community. Because when people are sitting around and they see letters that come from other individuals that say what they've done, then that's great.
So your beautiful words, metaphors, also your beautiful Jerry Garcia tie that matches the fabric words.
Thank you.
So I don't know if anybody else noticed, but I did, so I do appreciate that. But we're going to have to finish this up and talk a little about some other stuff that's going on in our community.
I do have one bit of good news I got to interrupt you with real quick, though. So one of the people that are watching our live stream right now is Brad Poirier from Bear City Impact, right? Which I know, Lindsay, you know him because he's done a photo shoot and made a blooper reel of you.
A little bit. Yeah. We heard about that, Brad.
He's a regular watcher of our show. We're regular watchers of his show. First thing he said is, be careful typing in CFA because you'll end up ordering a chicken sandwich. So
I just thought about that.
I would suggest you go to cravencc.edu/CFA.
Right. That's why I said go to cravencc.edu and then type in the
Number
search.
two, Brad has said that he will do a bronze sponsorship again this year for the CFA.
All right.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
Great.
so thank you so much for
Absolutely.
that, Brad. Yeah.
And also those that want to keep their friends, family, or businesses together, they can also buy a table, correct?
Yes, we've got
So we can do that as well.
we've got sponsorship amounts that would provide them with a table.
Awesome. All right, let's talk about what's going on in town, okay?
Oh, yeah, we've got some events coming up.
Yes.
All right.
All right. You want me to kick it off?
Go ahead.
All right. So tomorrow, you and I got invited to go on City Talk Live podcast. Sabrina Bengal. Oh, look at how cute we look up there. That's a blooper,
You're
by the
laughing.
way.
Yeah,
that's a blooper.
Yeah, that really is. We're in the
so-
middle of laughing.
Yep.
For sure.
So Sabrina Bengal and Liz Hartman both have to be out of town, so they have trusted us to come on and fill their bill. So it'll be tomorrow, January 20th at 8 a.m. So we will go live at the studio downtown in the Omarks building. So please join us.
History in Bloom is Saturday, January 21st from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. For one weekend only, come view the remarkable exhibit of collection items and floral arrangements. This is at Tryon Palace. It's items from Tryon Palace's attic, some not even seen in decades, and they'll be paired with fabulous floral designs inspired by the floral designer. Tickets for this special event are $6. The exhibit is in the Duffy Gallery located inside the North Carolina History Center.
Fantastic. The Sudan Shriners are coming to town. It's the winter ceremonial parade.
You gonna
Saturday.
ride in your little go-kart this time?
Oh, it's going to be so fun. You always think you're going to get run over, but how they do that is amazing. Saturday, January 21st from noon to 1. The parade goes through downtown New Bern. Bring your favorite public and it will bring your favorite public event of the weekend. The parade is scheduled to step off at noon at Kafer Park on George Street, down Broad Street, and to conclude at South Front Street. The reviewing stand features a master of ceremonies, Mr. Noble John Moore. Units such as a little car and trucks, clowns, and much more will be entertaining New Bern families and children. So please come out. Again, Saturday from noon to 1, and then they can go around the corner to Craven Street on the end and go visit Lindsay and her sister Winnie at Mitchell's.
Very nice. Do we have a slide for this next one? I'm so excited. It's NXW Fight Night!
I am so glad you got that
Saturday, January 21st from 7 to 10 p.m. Saturday. Join us for a night of mayhem and carnage in this debut show for NXW Wrestling. This show will be dedicated to the Kennedy Children's Home of Kinston. So come on out and show some love as we welcome this outfit to our community and support their and benefit by helping them with their goal for a children's home.
Saturday.
Saturday, veterans get in free with a valid military ID. Tickets are $10 at the door for ages 6 and up. Doors open at 6. Event starts at 7. This event is held on the Craven County Fairgrounds.
Do you see on that? It says Carnage. Carnage at Craven County.
This is his debut
You
in
like
the wrestling
You
world.
like the alliteration?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Carnage in Craven County.
Yes. So if you like Cat Stevens, come on out. John Van Dyke will be performing Saturday, January 21st at 7 p.m. at the Bank of the Arts for a special concert. So all of Cat's, not all of it, but he'll be performing Cat Stevens' works. There will be a pre-concert meet and greet at 6:30. The concert starts at 7. Tickets are $25 and can be purchased at cravenarts.org. That's cravenarts.org.
And next Thursday, next Thursday, we'll have a blood drive at Craven Community College, January 26th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Join us on the campus in the Nauman Community Room in Ward Hall for a blood drive hosted by the Student Nursing Association. This blood drive is open to the public, and any donation can save a life.
Fantastic. So, in the know, our 37th episode here in this darkroom studio will be next Thursday, January 26th from 9 to 9:30. We encourage you to come join us. Oh, and look at, there's our guests, Jennifer Baer and Suzanne Madison, and they will be talking about their different programs, which is Lifetime Learning Center and Community Enrichment Programs. So please come out and join us, and they're going to share what's going on in the spring. And anything else you want to share, other than the fact I want to thank our friends for coming today?
I would like to thank our friends for coming today, too.
Me too.
Thank you.
But also, I do want to remind folks, you can subscribe to our podcast. You can follow our page on Facebook for Craven Community College. We also put all of our episodes on YouTube as well, so you can subscribe to us there, and you will never miss an episode.
Come like us.
Come like us.
Come
yes.
like us.
Yeah, we need to be liked.
Yeah, I like being liked.
All right, don't forget, nominations are open.
Nominations are open. It's not too early to start. Don't wait until the last minute. We've gotten phone calls from people that waited until the last minute and said, oh, we're going to close it down. So start now.
And don't assume that somebody else has nominated that person. Right?
Absolutely.
And if they've nominated in the past, do it again.
Yes, because because a person has not been chosen as a recipient, remember, there are no losers. It's a tough decision. I mean, it really has been a tough decision in the past on selecting some of these recipients. So there have been some very, very close calls for people that have been nominated in the past. So if you've been nominated in the past, put that nomination back in.
Fantastic.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
So Charles, Lindsay, thank you again for being
Yeah.
here. So grateful. We almost got it in a half an hour.
We came close.
We
Yeah,
came really
we'll get
close. Anything else?
No, I'm
Please
good.
join
Yeah,
us
yeah.
tomorrow morning on, again, Facebook Live, as well as City Talk, and I think they run
New
it.
Bern Live, but
New
yes,
Bern Live.
yeah.
And for City Talk, 8 a.m., it'll be you and I hosting. And I think we'll just go ahead and sign off. And
Yeah,
we'll see
sounds
y'all
great.
tomorrow. So stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Rock and roll.